Welcome everyone to another exciting ICT class. I believe that we are always having fun whenever we are in ICT class. In our previous lesson, we looked at the practical class on Minecraft, where we used function in building a Minecraft game. I believe many of us built one, and we now know how to add function while building a Minecraft game. We also looked at the function block, where we talked about the function declaration block and the call block. I told us that the function declaration block have so many other blocks placed inside, and with this block we can call our function using the call block. The function declaration block helps to give the function block a name, and I believe that in our last class we looked at it and we saw how the function block was used in a program. We also looked at how to use the function declaration and the call block when we added it to build a beautiful Minecraft game. Today we are going to be looking at function with harvester. Function with harvester. In the course of this class today, we will learn how to use the sections in the toolbox area. Remember, the toolbox area is part of the areas in our code studio. We have 4 areas in our code studio, which are the play area, the workspace area, the toolbox area, and the instruction area. Today we are going to be focusing on the toolbox area, and we'll see how it can help us to build an harvester game. We are also going to be looking at how to use the sessions in the toolbox area and using function in harvesting. These are some of the major subtopics we are going to be looking at in this class. So today we are going to start with function. I remember in our previous classes we talked about function, and we said that function is seen as a named group of programming instructions, and we also said that functions are reusable abstractions that reduce the complexity of writing and maintaining programs. We said that English looked big, isn't it? So we also looked at it as saying that functions are smaller codes that are placed inside a bigger program to make the program simple, easy to read. Like when we use function, our program becomes very easy and simple. We are going to be learning the sections in the toolbox area. There are 5 different sections in the toolbox area. Each of these sections have other blocks that are placed inside them. Now, if we can learn all these sections to harvest using function, will be very easy. The first section we are going to be looking at is the action section. We also have the loop section, the conditional section, the function section, and the comment section. Now, using this picture that is shown, we can see the different section in the toolbox area, which is action, loop, conditional, function, and comments. We are going to be looking at them one after the other. The first on the list is the action section. These sections help the harvester to move within the farmland and also to collect harvested products. In the action section, we have so many blocks that are placed inside. And with this action section, the farmer or the harvester is able to move around the program. Some of these blocks are the move forward block that helps the harvester to move a step forward, turn right block, turn left block, pick corn, that is if he wants to harvest a corn, or a pumpkin, or a lettuce. Whatever one that he wants to pick, it is with the action block that is able to select an action to perform. The action block plays a very vital role in this program using function, because it is the action section that helps the program to move around the farmland or to collect an harvested crop. Number 2 of the sections that we're going to be looking at today is the loop section. The loop section, like we know, loop means doing an action again and again. This section helps in repeating a coded action so as to make the harvester to do an action again and again. This section helps to reduce the size of the program. Looking at the picture, we can see some blocks in this loop section. And some of these blocks include the repeat until there are pumpkin block. Now, when this section is placed, you can see beneath it, you see do. You are going to place an action block, either move forward, move backward, turn left, turn right, pick pumpkin, pick corn. You are going to be adding one of those blocks inside this loop block. And you are going to be placing them to make the loop block to do an action. The third block that we're going to be looking at is the conditional block. This section helps the harvester to make a decision or a decided command. That is, it helps the harvester to have a choice while working. It is the conditional section that helps the harvester to have a choice or to decide on something while working. Looking at the blocks, we have some blocks that are inside this conditional section. Like if there's a part, do this, else do this. An example is if there is a corn, pick corn, else move forward. If there is lettuce, pluck lettuce, help turn left. If there is path ahead, move forward, else pluck lettuce. So you see, it helps to make a decision and it gives a program an option, either doing this or doing this. The fourth one we're going to be looking at today is the function block. This block is one of the most important blocks that we're going to be looking at today. So this session holds the function declaration block. The block has no name like we have seen before. The name given to the block depends on the programmer. Now, if you look at this section, you will only see do something in the block. That do something means they are giving you a choice to do anything. And this is just a declaration block. So the first thing you do is to give it a name. You can give it any name you want. Like me, I gave it call Mr. Samuel. Now, if I give that declaration call Mr. Samuel, the call block will automatically be there. If you look at my when run, you can see that my when run, you can see that call Mr. Samuel is already there, which is the call block. But in my declaration block, it is the name that I gave to it. That is what it calls. Any name that is given to your declaration block, that is what the call block will follow. If the name given to your declaration block is C mode, it means that the call block will automatically be C mode. So any name that is given or being placed in your declaration block, that is the same name that the call block will obey. So you can decide to declare your function, whatever name you give to it, that is what it bears. The last session we are going to be looking is the comment session. The comment session, the session holds only one block, which is the comment block. The block helps to write down possible difficulties encountered while coding and how you were able to debug or solve the problem. So it is the comment block that you use to write whatsoever difficulties or problem you faced while working on the Code Studio. Do not forget to do your assignment that is attached to this content, and make sure you will get ready. In our next class, we are going to be using code.org to be able to program our function to harvest. Thank you. I'll see you in the next class. Mr. Sam loves you. Thank you.